Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just putting a little bit more frankincense on the burn, getting ready to do your March 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's an honor to have you check out the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. And for those that are returning, thank you so much for all your likes, shares, subscribes, positively engaging this channel the way you do, sending me your genuine love and light, and building this up to a platform of over 100,000 people. Boy, I never envisioned that. Some of you are like, well, how didn't you know? Aren't you a psychic? No, I did not know this was going to grow to be what it is. Okay. I am overwhelmed. I am appreciative. I'm humbled. All right. And I look forward to ascending and further connecting with you this year. Okay, guys, 2020 is going to be massive, extremely transformative. You're going to see a lot of change occurring, not just in your life, but the lives of the people around you. And you're going to really understand how energies bigger than us affect all of us in different ways. All right. But anyways, for those that timestamp the reading, please continue to do so. I'm going to do just a couple of announcements. So if you want to bypass the intro, just see below in the comments for the timestamp prior to the prayer. All right. I want to do a special shout out to Anna Galano, a fellow high priestess and Patreon. She gifted me her new tarot deck that I'm shuffling up right now, the Tarot of Desires. I'm using them for all of the monthlies. It's a fantastic deck. If you want to pre-order your own, just see below in the description the link for her Etsy. All right. If you want to book a personal reading, see below in the description also for my email address. Just send me a request and I will send you a link for my calendar, which includes the link for the PayPal. You pay first, book second, and then I will see you then. All right. Just note that none of my readings are pre-recorded. Live is the only option, which is why you need my calendar link. Okay. If you want to stay connected, during the monthlies, I do offer daily and weekly content on Patreon for a little platform of high priests and high priestesses over there. So if you do want to tap into the energies with us more frequently, you can go and become a member there. Just take a look at the tiers and pick the one that is best for you. All right. All right, Scorpio, let's get into your prayer and get into your spread. All right. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Scorpio the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's see what Scorpio has for the month of March. Energies have been wild, guys. Here's the last reading I'm doing. Guys, if you're new to this platform, I'm not an astrologer. So the way this platform is set up, I only put the signs because there's a lot of astrologers in the community that care about that. They want to see the signs. But me personally, the way I read these readings, I more am drawn to the title. Sometimes I'll pick a reading based on, there's your energy. I'll pick a reading based on the time, on the how long the video is. If it's a number sync that is synchronizing with me, then I'll be like, oh, I guess there's messages in there for me. Or the title resonates and I'm like, I guess there'll be something in there for me. So if you guys really want to get an idea of what the overall collective energy is, it's broken up into all the signs. So really just go watch the readings you truly feel drawn to outside of the signs. All right. But for those that are astrologers, you're like, no, my moon's in this and my sun's in this and I need to, that's fine, guys. I'm just not an astrologer, so I don't format the channel this way. But anyways, we're ready to go. Death card, first card out, that Scorpio energy, that transformative energy, and it's very much in line with this Pisces, Mercury in retrograde kind of energy. It's very transformative. Pisces is bringing people into the depths of themselves. And I was channeling in a couple of the readings this submarine energy. So I feel like for some of my Scorpios, Pisces energy is bringing you so deep into your emotional body, into the pits of you, that you are actually dying. The weight of what is being revealed to you about you is transforming you. It's almost like when you submerge, like when you come out of Pisces energy, like I personally believe that you, Scorpio, are going through a serious transformation. Everyone's going through transformation. But there is a part within your transformation process that's reaching a precipice right now. A lot of Pisces energy got you to be aware of all the emotions that you were burdening yourself, all the experiences. Because some of you, I'm seeing like this pail, this bucket full of rocks, and every rock is a hurt, a pain, and a disappointment. It's a trauma, and you just fill them in this bucket. It's like a tin bucket. I can hear ding, ding, and you walk around with it, and it's heavy, and it's cutting off the circulation in your arm, and it's leaving like wounding marks because it's so heavy, and you keep toting it around. I personally believe Pisces energy brought you out into the ocean with that bucket, knowing that it would drown you. It's almost like the divine brought you, was like, you're not going to let go of this pail. You're like, no. So the divine brought you into your emotions, into water, and you drowned. The only way for you to not drown was to let go of that pail of rocks and stones and burdens of everything that disappointed and hurt you. And what you were ignoring was the divine trying to show you, you were ignoring how this is affecting you, how it's stopping you from transforming, growing. Some of you have been holding these burdens and these traumas for so long that you just didn't know that you weren't supposed to. And the divine's trying to show you, yes, you're not supposed to keep this around. They're not souvenirs. Some of you hold your traumas and your pains like souvenirs. Well, I had this done to me and I had this done to me. You guys are dying to connect and identify with people from your most painful of parts. So the divine is trying to, I'm literally seeing you being brought into a lake, an ocean, a sea, and you're still holding on to this pail, and you're getting deeper and deeper in this water. And I'm telling you, if you do not let go of that bucket, you are going to drown in your depression, in this pain. And when I say drown, meaning you do not see an out, you are moving further away from your future. Some of you are being drowned by your past and how burdensome it is to you. And this Pisces energy is what this death energy is the transformation. Once you let go of this burden, who are you now? Because some of you identified so much to your trials, your tribulations, and the lower vibrational parts of your experience that you don't even know who you are if you are not the victim. You don't even know who you are if you are not burdened by the responsibilities of other people. If you are bearing the weight of other people's problems, you don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are if you are not this broken little boy or girl, because life and all the experiences told you were not whole, you were broken. So there's this death energy, is death to who you were when you were toting this shit around. I'm getting an ego that was created by bad experiences. It was almost like you were only strong if you were proving to people what you overcame. But in order to do that, you had to hold these issues, these problems, the pail of rocks, so that you could show people, look, look, look. You're dropping this, and what this is the transformation of you, who you are now when you don't have this burden, who you are now to the people around you when you're not bearing the weight of their problems. So there's this release and then the transformation. So I'm actually more seeing it like a transformation. This Four of Cups energy, which is what is being ignored, was just that God is asking you to love yourself enough to let this go. God is asking you to look at how this burden negatively impacts you. Some of you make yourself so available for other people and their problems that you leave yourself abandoned. You don't address how you feel and your issues. And the divine is trying to say your emotions, your problems, and what you're going through is just as important as anybody else's. Some of you experienced a loss and a death, and you are burdened by the emotions of other people, and it's stopping you from being able to mourn the loss yourself. Some of you feel burdened. Some of you, it's a friend. You and a friend, or you and a family member are both going through a breakup, but it just seems that you are more consumed with the breakup of somebody else. So for some of you, your friend is leaving a abusive relationship while you yourself are leaving a karmic relationship that isn't abusive. It's just it's not working anymore. But it looks like you're burdening yourself with your friend's breakup because it seems more imminent. It seems like it's more, you're burdening yourself with the breakup of somebody else, and it's stopping you from addressing your emotions, and that you're suppressing your emotions about your own breakup by burdening yourself with the breakup of somebody else. For some of you, this is somebody else burdening you, and you're trying to say, hey, excuse me, I'm going through my own shit too, you know, because I'm hearing somebody say, well, you're not going through this, but you're like, I'm going through this though. Summer's coming. Summer's coming. So excited. I'm alive in the summertime, you know. I'm alive. I'm constantly outside. I lay out naked in the fucking sun right on my fucking front porch. Not naked, but might as well be. I live my best fucking life in the summertime, yo. I'm on road with my hair in a bun and a bra and fucking pair of jeans, like beating it around with a fucking iced coffee and a cigarette. Like, I'm ready to live, because in winter, I do nothing. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to be outside. Okay. I'm manipulating the people to come by so that they can walk my dog. So it's like, oh, I'll come by and chill. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And then they come by. I'm like, do you want to walk my dog? Do you want to shovel my, I don't like to go out. I don't like to, none of that. I don't even like to like go down in the city, deal with like none of that. So when summertime comes, this little Cancer baby be out on road whipping it. Yeah, I got me. Sorry. Scorpio, you're my last reading. At this point, I'm just like, yeah, I know I had a hard pause and I'm coming to you a little bit late with your readings, but that pause was good. It's going, now all 12 videos really do have a compilation of different energies because I was in a different space. So Pisces energy had me surrendering to my own emotions. It was like, no, you're not going to do that right now. We're going to do this right now. But I'm like, no, but it's the deadline and this is the time. And the Pisces energy is like, I don't care about that. I'm fucking water. You're over here. I was like, oh, okay. And Pisces energy did it so sweet because I'm like, no, Pisces energy, I got to do this. They're like, oh, I'm sure you do. Yeah, but come over here. Like, it was just, Pisces just, I don't know. I've never been so impacted by a Mercury retrograde. At least never. I have never been so consciously aware of how a Mercury retrograde has impacted me before. So that's a bit new, but it's cool. It's very enlightening. Shout out to Mercury. Mercury gets a lot of hate when it goes retrograde, when Mercury's just trying to help our dumb asses, okay? So shout out to Mercury. You know what I mean? Cheers. Yeah, because Mercury doesn't, like, Mercury's just like, you fucking people. Like, I try to help you and then you damn me. I'm like, I know, I don't know. I try to tell them that you're only here for our best interest. I'm not an astrologer, but I empathically connect with the planets. The first planet I ever connected with was Granddaddy Saturn. That's why I call it Granddaddy Saturn, because he came off like a grandfather or a grandmother. Like, you know, where you don't like, your grandparents never yell, but if they were to even look at you a certain way, it's like they'll put the fear of God in you. Yeah, like Saturn put the fear of God in people. Made people believe in karma, whether they wanted to believe in it or not. Karma used to be up for debate. Granddaddy Saturn was starting to wipe that out. It was like, are you sure karma's up for debate? Are you sure you ain't living karma right now? Are you sure? Like, it was just, Granddaddy Saturn got me to feel okay with karma. Granddaddy Saturn told me karma, for good or for bad, you need to pray for it and wish for it, because it's the fairness and the balance you people desperately seek that the matrix doesn't offer you, that our legal systems don't. So I tell you guys, pray and ask for karmic justice regardless, for good or for bad. You want it for good or for bad, because you just want shit to be fair. For you, for everyone. All right. Wow, next card out, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups plus the Four of Cups is the Ten of Cups. Then we've got the Ten of Wands and the Death. Some of you are dropping, some of you were ignoring, some of you are burdened about leaving a relationship because of how you would be perceived. Some of you, your ego cared more about other people telling you that you were stupid for leaving a relationship, that they didn't understand wasn't actually as healthy or as fruitful as it was being projected. Somebody is ignoring their feelings. They're ignoring how burdened they are by a relationship. Somebody keeps trying to make a relationship work. Somebody keeps trying to transform a relationship that needs to end. Where for others, this is trying to end a relationship that can be transformed. Because when I see death, it could be endings, but it could be transformations, right? Death energy is so deep. Some of you are ignoring, some of you are ignoring how, yeah, that's what I was getting. Some of you are ignoring how burdensome a relationship is, how a relationship is stopping somebody from moving forward. Somebody was ignoring their feelings for you, Scorpio. Somebody was ignoring their feelings for you, and it got to a point of the Ten of Wands. So somebody's feelings for you, Scorpio, and the burden that they were holding, not being able to give the love that it is that they felt for you to you, became so burdensome, it transformed them into being the lover they never thought they could be. Some of you, there's someone who is, somebody's feelings for you are transforming them. Somebody's feelings for you are transforming them. Oh. Oh, Miss Crixie, man. Oh, and summertime, I don't crick and crack as much. It's worse in cold and in winter. Too many devices, man. $28 constantly. It's either 128 or 28 constantly. And I don't know. I looked it up. Like I keep, and then I know if you ever keep getting numbers and messages, it's usually because you didn't get the message. You didn't get what the divine is trying to translate to you. So they're going to keep trying to send the message in so that you try to get it a different way. So I know that with regards to 128 or 28, I'm not getting it. I'm like, endings? It's a 10. I see some of you guys. This is so weird. I see somebody spying on you in somebody's house. Somebody is in the house while you're there. And it's not like a crook or a robber. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's not something like that. It's It's somebody who doesn't want you to know that they're there. Some of you guys go to somebody's home. There's someone else there that is hiding from you in the house. So it's like you knock on the door and they run and go hide. This could be a cheating situation for sure, but I'm more getting that this is somebody that you have a problem with, that you think this person is not in communication with, but they are. I'm hearing, she's coming. Just go hide her there. She's coming. This person's really fucked up because this person has talked shit to you about this person that's hiding up in their house, that's at their house. And this person has talked shit about the person who's hiding, who they're telling, oh, go hide. This is very, very low vibrational. I don't know where that came from, but we're going to move on from that. It was like, I can see somebody looking through you through a crack of something, watching you trying to hide and pretend they're not there. For some of you, there's an ex going to your mother's house looking for you. I don't know about your mama, but any ex going to my mama's house talking about I'm looking for Destiny. It's like, my mom's a Sagittarius. She's like, what do you want with her? That's what she'll say. The fuck you want with her? Isn't she done with you? That's what my mom would say. Why are you coming to my house? Like, my mom's different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Oh, somebody's trying to tell you they're different now. I heard that. I'm different. Yeah, somebody's trying to tell you they're different now. Somebody is on the way to somebody's house. Somebody is telling somebody where somebody lives or where to find them. Oh, for some of you, somebody's asking around about you. For some of you, somebody's asking around about you, which is probably why they end up at your mother's house or a family home, or they're going somewhere where you used to frequent, looking for you. Some of you, somebody's going to reach out to you and tell you that somebody's looking for you and ask you if they should give them your number or let them know where you are at. Yes, for some of you, somebody's looking for you. And I'm hearing that I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Somebody, it's under the death. Somebody is trying to look for you now that they've gone through a transformation or a change of some kind. It's almost like somebody wants you to meet the new them. Somebody knows that you look at them a certain type of way. And they themselves are like, I ain't like that anymore. So they want to reach out and tell you, sing that song and dance. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. And I don't know how you feel about that. Like, for some of you, this is the father of your child returning back. I'm seeing somebody with a child anywhere between 4 and 6 years old, whose father was not in the picture, who's literally showing up out of nowhere going, I'm different. Yep, I'm different. And then I heard the feminine going, yeah, you're dead to me. That's what, you're dead to me. Like, somebody's like, it's like seeing a ghost. Somebody's going to be like, it's like seeing a ghost. Somebody is approaching you with caution because they know that it's a shock that they're rolling up on you. So they're going to be very careful, approaching with caution. Do you see how far out he's standing from her? It's like approaching, like, it's like, hey, and then she turns around and is like, oh, hey, and then, like, it's like really playing it cool, like really trying to take it easy here. All right. For some of you, there is somebody who feels that they experienced humiliation and they are something was exposed and somebody's feeling depressed about it. They're only seeing the bad about what was exposed. They're not seeing the good. Somebody is not looking at the good or the silver lining in a situation. They're just consumed about the negative of something that has occurred. It's like the divine brought in this death energy to you in order to drop a burden, and all you're seeing is the loss. You're not seeing the gain. You're seeing that you're losing this burden, but you're not excited about it because you're not realizing what this burden is freeing you up for. Because then we go back to the page. So you only need one out of these 10 wands. And it looks like this burden is dropped and you end up with it. You lighten the load. Because like I said, this transformation for many of you is going to occur once this burden that you are ignoring is dropped. The divine's been trying to tell you you're ignoring how you're feeling or how something makes you feel. And it just gets to the point where it's unavoidable. And then you drop it, and then there's transformation, and you lighten up your load. For some of you, the way these cards are playing out, this person is looking to the past. This page is looking to the past. This is communication. For some of you, there's somebody who's transformed that is returning to the past. So this could be you going back home, returning to the past. Because like I said, Pisces season really, this Pisces Mercury retrograde got people to dive into the depths of their emotional body and heal their psyche surrounding experiences. Some people's psyches were burdened with negative emotions, experiences, things like that. And it was stopping people from seeing things from a lighter energy. Yeah, I see Mercury retrograde in Pisces getting people to return back to home after years, trying to resolve issues, having conversations that are long overdue. I see people breaking up with partners that are not a reflection of who they are now, but a reflection of who they were before they had transformed. I see somebody burdened with the emotions that they haven't expressed. I see somebody walking away. Oh, sorry. I see somebody walking back to a tower moment to address what was it. So you see how there's the sunglasses are on? I get the emoji, you know, the little cool emoji with the sunglasses. I'm getting that. So somebody is trying to play it off really cool, or somebody is returning back to a tower moment. Whether it's emotionally and subconsciously, like emotionally and mentally within their person in a dark night, or actually physically. Something needs to be addressed. There's burdens that were abandoned in the past. The problem is those burdens still have weight on people. It's like, that's what I'm saying. You can somebody made a mess and didn't clean it up, and now they're returning back to clean it up because the mess is still there. For others, $28 again. Like, wow. It's 10. I'm seeing a delayed reaction. I'm seeing a delayed reaction to this tower moment. Somebody curved something. I'm getting guilt. Somebody was ignoring this guilt. The divine was trying to tell them this is still bothering you, or you feel this way still, or you were ignoring it. I don't know why this is so hard to come out clearly. I feel like somebody might still be in denial about how they feel about something that occurred in the past. I'm getting the energy of somebody who hurt somebody, who this whole time had justified the hurt that they caused on somebody about some kind of victim mentality. Somebody justified what they did to you, demonizing you. Well, there's this, or he's just that, or she's just whatever. She deserved that kind of thing. Somebody was very burdened. The divine was going to this person. Are you sure about that? You sure they deserved all that? You sure? And that burden weighed really heavy on somebody. Somebody feels burdened about what they did to somebody. For some of you, you're burdened about how you left home. Some of you left home and never returned. I was getting that in another reading too. Some of you were really burdened. Look at, you left home and you were burdened with your own responsibilities. You took your burdens and went on your own. And I think you might have been ignoring, one, how this tower moment that occurred in the past really affected you, but also ignoring the fact that the divine is telling you that you need love, you need family, you need people. There are people that love you, that the divine wants you to receive their love. There's healing that can occur. And it looks like that actually, this cup, the divine actually, with this cup dangling over, gets you to go back home, go back to loved ones, reconcile with family. Some of you have completely changed. Some of you are returning home or returning back. Somebody's saying to you, you look completely different. You seem so different. You're not, and somebody's like, I'm nothing like I was before, or I'm totally different now, or something like that. The Nine of Wands. The Ace, the Page plus the 9 is the 10 of Wands. Somebody is returning back. I told you this Pisces energy is either doing this internally, externally, or both. Pisces energy is getting people to go back to the past and deal with any unresolved feelings that created these dialogues, these projections of the past that projected onto your future. So some of you guys are going to the past to drop burdens because you know it's negatively impacting your development, your growth. Some of you are experiencing problems in your relationship, and it's those problems brought you to such a dark night that it actually brought you back to your family home, to your parents, to have certain discussions. Some of you are going to go and find your father or mother or try to. Some of you were ignoring, some of you have parents that were not very supportive, drug addicts, things like that. And they got clean and wanted to reconnect with you. And some of you were not open. You could not let go. You were not open to the love they had to offer you now because you were too consumed in all of the love you didn't get and when you needed them and they weren't there. But the divine's trying to tell you they weren't there then, but they can be here now. You don't have to do it alone anymore. You can have this connection in this relationship if you want. And some of you were like, no. And you were brought down into a really dark night. And I think some of you are realizing that you need to drop this burden for you. And some of you end up going back home or revealing these feelings. I don't know, you're dropping some kind of burden here of maybe thinking people, some of you, this burden is how you think people view you. And I don't know, I'm seeing somebody returning back home after years. Some of you were kicked out because of the path that you were choosing in your life. Your parents were like, listen, if you're going to go down this road, you can't stay here. So some of you left and bared the burden of the path that you chose on your own. And I think you went through a lot of realization and awareness, and I think you're returning back home. And there's this huge relief, but also this transformation. And this transformation isn't just with you. The transformation is also with regards to where you're going. So for some of you, your parents have transformed, you know, for some of you, I don't know, there's just, I don't know. Yeah, the resurrection. Getting a lot of messages. 5 of Cups, these regrets. Pisces season, Pisces season actually might return a human being, because I was getting more of like Mercury retrograde, getting people to go into the past and reflect and deal up with all these things that they didn't even mull over and was negatively impacting them, all that shit. In Scorpio, in your reading, I'm actually getting somebody returning from the past. It's going to be like you're looking at a ghost. I just heard I'm just grateful you're alive. For some of you, this person is just grateful you're alive. Some of you are going to go back home and they're just grateful that you're alive in one piece and you're well and that you came back home. They don't really give a fuck about what you're doing. There's this acceptance that somebody has now because they miss you and they don't want you gone anymore. I don't know. All right. The devil energy. I think the devil energy is trying to keep you away from somebody. I don't think the devil energy is actually trapping you to somebody in this reading, where I was getting that heavy for, I think, Capricorn and maybe Pisces. But for you guys, I'm getting this is like the devil energy trying to get you to not come back together with somebody because you're afraid of the old dynamic and the way it used to be. And it's just an illusion. There's the death energy. There's been a complete transformation and metamorphosis with these people, but the devil energy is trying to make you feel that you haven't done as much change and transformation as you have, but also that this person can't change and transform. Therefore, you're not going to want to reconcile with anybody or come back or clear this energy. So it's actually the opposite. This devil energy is trying to keep you separate from somebody. Where this devil energy and other parts of the collective are trying to keep an illusion that there's this need to keep together with something that is very toxic. This devil energy is trying to tell you, don't go, that there is toxic energy, and the divine's trying to tell you there's love and forgiveness and acceptance here if you want it, you know. Devil energy is trying to tell you, of course you're not going to get acceptance. Look at you. That's why there's a need to believe in yourself. Believe in the people that you love, you know. Yeah, Mercury retrograde is actually going to bring, I think, people back into your life, or is going to prompt you to revisit relationships that you abandoned, that you left. But there was love there. There was just certain circumstances that were causing a separation. I don't know. All right, let's quickly clarify with some romance. Yeah, I haven't been getting any like career messages, oddly enough. And I honestly believe because the collective that I'm tapping into is so focused on career and material abundance, that these messages are coming out without any of that, because I believe that your attention is going to be moved, which is why you guys had to put so many things in place and make sure that your stability was solid, because I think emotionally you're going to be rocked. I feel like the divine is getting you and the collective to pay attention to things outside of pentacles, because all I have is wands, tower, devil, cups. There's no pentacles here. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys are already focused on pentacles. This is not what this reading is trying to get your attention to, a different area. Maybe some of you need to transform yourself, and this releasing of this burden hasn't occurred yet, and this Pisces season is going to encourage this. You're going to go into that water, and I'm telling you, if you don't let go of this shit, you're going to fucking drown. And the lack of oxygen to your brain is going to force you to let go of that shit. To save yourself. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah, somebody is returning back or wants to return back in order to give a relationship a different shot, another shot. But the only reason why this give your relationship a chance means anything in this reading is because of the death energy. It's not doing it again the same way. This means giving it another chance after a huge transformation occurred. So then there is an actual reason to give something a chance, instead of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, which is complete insanity. The makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup. No, this is a death. This is a transformation that occurred with these two people, which is going to allow them to make giving their relationship a chance worth anything. There's the separation. Told you. I think Mercury's actually going to play out physically for you guys, Scorpio, physically. And I didn't get that for a lot of the collective, even though a lot of the collective is wondering how Pisces retrograde is going to play out in their 3D. A lot of it isn't. It's all in the psyche and the emotional body. These people need to, Pisces is like, you people need to explore yourselves in all the ways you were too afraid to, you know? It's delving into the subconscious, so wild dreams and nightmares and things of this nature, all this stuff being bubbled up. But anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. Hairball. Somebody is scared of saying, communicating. Somebody might be struggling to communicate. Solar powered. Talking smack. Laser beam. I'm also getting that somebody is struggling with communicating because they're trying to hold their temper. Somebody knows they don't have a really good temper. So this hairball isn't that their lack of willingness to communicate the truth. This hairball is them trying to temper and their emotions so that they communicate properly. Talking smack, laser beam, and hairball. I feel like for some of you, there's somebody talking shit who is about. This hairball is somebody who's struggling not to snap on somebody who's been talking shit. Blah, 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 blah. They chat, they smack their mouth. They don't think twice about the shit that they say. Somebody, this tower moment and this hairball, this tower moment, I'm seeing connected to this hairball. The minute that hairball gets dislodged and this person feels they can talk properly, it's causing a fucking tower moment. It's like somebody else is talking smack. It's like, you're not talking smack. You are creating tower moments with the shit that you're saying. Like, it's just, I don't know, the F word. This is about forgiveness. This is about forgiveness. This is what this card means in the book. About your willingness to forgive because you truly believe in the death and rebirth process. Over your shoulder. I don't know where we're going with this. Okay, so I'm going to wrap. Okay, that was your spread. All right. I love you guys, Scorpio. Please like, share, subscribe. Talk about if the reading resonates, great. But if it doesn't, talk about the energies that you're dealing with in this transformative time. And I'm sure there's somebody in the collective who will resonate with you. A lot of people look in the comments and read the comments because they're trying to find people who energetically match to them and what they got going on. So it's not so much them reading to see what other people think about me. You guys are in the comments trying to find other people who resonate with the same shit in the reading you resonate with so that you can truly feel that you're not alone in what you're going through. That's why people scan the comments more times. People are just dying to find camaraderie. People don't want to be alone and people want to feel like they're understood, meaning other people are going through what they're going through and that they're not mud or doing something wrong. Anyways, guys, I got to wrap up the reading. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Personal readings, queencuptarot@gmail.com. Patreon.com/queencup for daily and weekly content. Until the next time I see you guys, please keep letting your inner angel live. Mwah, 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 mwah. Ciao.